afternoon to one and all. Guys, we got 11 minutes past the 12 o'clock hour. So, buenos tardes a todos. We gotta say welcome to our guest. But before we do inside the shade room, you know how we do it. Our guest was here before, so I don't think he's any stranger to what's really going on, right? So, Joali, welcome again inside the shade room.
Greetings. DJ Shady, greetings to everyone locked on to Boom, whether you're in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, the diaspora, the region, the world, the universe. We locked on. We in.
What's up with you and Shady and the Rasta for a while thing? What's up with that? What's up with that?
We had a partner who decided he wanted to be a Rasta. Mm-hmm. So he put in some dreads. Mm-hmm. And by the time a month passed,
he eating KFC.
No, he bald head again.
Oh
so he was Rasta for a while.
Was that you or Shady, or you actually had a friend?
We had a mutual friend. We have a mutual friend who did that. Yes. He's probably hearing. If he's by my bar, he's hearing me right now. Okay.
All right, guys. So I normally bring you inside the shade room with whatever we're talking about, and we riddle in today. I got your response, and I'm even gonna say what you said, right? Because I don't want to give it out right away.
Okay.
But he real sharp, Chiwali's very sharp, and he got it right away. It didn't take him long, and that was so sad. And it's not because the riddle was very easy, but that's not what we're here for, right? Now, we know you from Starlift Orchestra.
Yeah, Starlift Steel Orchestra.
Most people do. We know you from your songs, but we don't really know you.
Oh, really?
Honestly, I didn't even think you were so deep. And when I say deep, I mean, I'm not saying shallow, huh?
I'm listening. No, I like to listen before I respond.
I've been going through your Facebook posts.
Where the food?
Oh, pardon me?
Yeah. Party with these all
you see, well,
you have fried chicken or baked chicken?
No, I have baked chicken today, but what happened, I went to do some deliveries and I couldn't make it back to the bar before I got here. Mm-hmm. So I came straight here.
This is one of those, what had happened was...
Yeah. And outside real hot was. For real.
So who at the bar listening, you had to bring two lunches by...
Yeah, link up, man. Link up.
Well, if anything left, it'll sell faster.
Okay. So I'm not going to ask you the obvious question. My first question to you is, right, who's your first love? Music or Pan?
Well, Pan is music.
No.
Singing or...
Let me separate that. We know that. But is it music, singing, creating your own songs, writing your own stories, or is it Pan? We know you put your song into music, but which one is your first love? One came before the other.
Well, naturally the love for music came before. But the thing about Chiwali, if you listen to most all of my songs, I try to write with a lot of melody, because I always imagine my band playing the song. And Pan people like to play songs that has melody, that have movement and that sort of thing. So I like to always make sure that when I'm writing a song, I use musical lines and I play with the notes.
Okay.
So when you're listening to a Chiwali song, any song, if it's Carnival, whoa, that sort of thing.
So you were singing before you started playing Pan?
No.
Thank you.
But I always loved.
I wanted that cleared up.
The first song I ever wrote was probably in secondary school. I wrote a one tune. It got popular in the school, but I never wrote after that. I always loved Steel Pan because I went to Bishop's College. I'm from Paul's Avenue. Bishop's College Steel Orchestra was always there.
Okay.
So I grew up loving, the components of Carnival. Let me put it that way.
Okay. And I see you have a wealth of knowledge, judging from Soca Chronicles. I'm gonna ask you about that. Unfortunately, we weren't able to experience Soca Chronicles.
Not yet.
As yet, So, what inspired Soca Chronicles, honestly? Because I've been reading tidbits of it, of what you've been putting out there, and...
Well, you see, the thing is, we have a slight, or I don't want to say it's slight, we have a problem in St. Vincent and the Grenadines where we don't appreciate what we have created, our own history.
That is
you understand me?
True.
And Raga Soca, which a lot of persons call now Groovy Soca, originated in St. Vincent and the Grenadines in the 1970s. So we're now in the 2000s, and you keep hearing people saying groovy, 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 but our thing is raga. We created it. You understand me? So I decided I wanted to do an event, and also when you hear about a show, one of the first things people ask is who coming.
That's true.
So I wanted to do something and show a person that we can have an event of high quality, high standard, great entertainment with
Locals only.
and local music.
That's great.
You understand? Because
Yeah.
I mean, by the 1 to 3, it's easy. You understand? I mean, we could play local music for the entire week and ain't repeat any songs. Simmons and the Grenadines, we have talent like that. We have some of the biggest producers in soca right now. We're talking about Parry, we're talking about Carbon, we're talking about Static, Wetty, Friction, Agent Bailey. We have some of the top artists, top songwriters. You know what I mean? I mean, even the Simmons and the Grenadines here locally. I'm not even speaking about those who are popular regionally. When you talk about Hans and El Punk and Mason and myself, and you know, so many. It's so many you could call Ozari. You know, it's so many artists. Sheena, Chanel, Fire Empress, Zola, who is still active.
Yes.
You understand? We have so many Nikki, Dynamite. We have so many artists, so much creators. You know, whether it be dance, whether it be drama, whether it be designs. We have so many creative people here in Simmons and the Grenadines for a very small place. A place with just 100,000 people. There's like a small town in the States. And we have so much creative juices flowing.
Do you think that's where we go wrong? Here in St. Vincent, we tend to bring our top acts from outside.
Well, first of all, I have no issue with bringing in persons because there has to be an exchange. The same way,
I know, but
yeah.
most of the times that's
But
what we do.
What we tend to sell our local artists short
We definitely do.
with the marketing, with the pay, and all these things. So
I mean, isn't that a two-sided kind of thing? Because I'm thinking if you want to get that pay, if you want to get that kind of marketing, you definitely got to represent yourself. I always say this.
Yeah.
This is a big hurdle for artists here in St. Vincent. They do not take their craft seriously. They don't look at it
Well,
as a business.
I don't want to make, okay, you're making a general statement, but there are a lot of persons who take their music and their craft seriously.
Definitely. Dynamite is one of them that
You know,
I always praise.
We have artists who are full-time artists. You understand me? I am a full-time artist. So when you see me here, I'm not in my bar. I started my bar after I started music. When I started music, I decided I'm not working for anyone anymore. You understand me? So through money that I gained through performing on these things, I started at the bar. You understand me? So I'm currently
A full-time artist.
So there are a number of us here in Simmons and the Grenadines. It's just a matter of our upbringing. When we
I have to disagree because
No,
I
bec-
honestly think
think about
if
it, Jill.
artists here, local artists here, would promote themselves properly and treat what they're doing like a business. For instance, there are people who want to be artists who are good. They're good at what they do, but because they don't take what they do seriously, because they don't show up on time for interviews, they don't represent themselves, they don't promote themselves.
Yes, I was late.
No, you were not. You were not. That's not
No,
true.
but
You weren't late.
the thing is, Jill, you have to understand, right? The creative industry, most persons, most parents especially, would have seen that as a hobby. You can't look your mother and your father
Exactly.
in the
Just
eyes
like-
and say,
just like
and say,
DJs.
I want to become a DJ, or I wanna dance for a living, I wanna sing. You understand me?
I hear you.
Especially in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, where that industry isn't really available to maintain yourself from. You understand me? So, I mean, growing up, become a doctor, become a lawyer, become a business person. You understand me? That is where your parents would pong in your head. It's not
I
until
know, but these are different times.
it's not until, I mean, even things like technical drawing and woodworking, it's not until recently that became a thing. Before, if you're as they say, if you're dance, you understand me, go on a trade. So even those things were looked down upon.
Uh-huh.
You understand me? So it's slowly, you gotta slowly change the mind frame of persons. You understand me? In order for the arts and other sectors to reach its truest potential.
I know at some point, I know we can do better.
Yeah,
but
of course.
I think we've outgrown that. I think that I would have bought that explanation back 5 years ago. But now, nah. No. But we're gonna get back into that and more. Right now, we're gonna pay some bills and we're gonna come back with Chiwali inside the Shade Room, and we're gonna hear what exactly is it that he has plenty of. We're gonna talk about plenty and mass debating. Mass debating.
Mass debating.
That's what I said. Mass debating.
Yeah.
Debating.
Debate. That's what I said. I said it like 3 times.
Yeah, but not yesterday.
I know, right? I'm not gonna hear the end of that. But that and more when we get back. All right, y'all. So we're back inside with Chiwali inside the Shade Room, and I asked him before we stepped out to take a little break, what is it you have plenty of? Tell us about this track and also mass debating. All right? I want you.
What song would you like me to speak about first?
Plenty. What you got plenty of? Answer that first.
Plenty.
What do you think you got plenty of?
Oh, wow. I have plenty charisma, plenty energy, plenty vibe, plenty talent. You know what I mean? Plenty mouth.
This track and also mass debating. That is definitely true.
You know, I humble. I have plenty of that.
Okay.
And humility. You know what I mean?
Good.
You know, and I have plenty respect for the art form and the persons involved in the art form. Persons past, present, and those who will be coming. You know, you always have to pay respect forward and reverse.
I hear you. So tell us about Plenty. Tell us about Plenty.
Plenty. This song came about a couple months ago. It was the night before Soca Jones passed. Rest in peace. Lester would have sent me the instrumental, and he said, see what you could do with that.
Wow.
Yeah, that usually, he would send something to me. See what you could do with that. So I listened to it, and within the hour, I sent him a demo and the lyrics. And I said, I'll come Saturday and record it. The following day, which was a Friday, I heard of the passing of Soca Jones. So I went and rearranged the second verse, and just to pay my respects to the legend, and the family. Yeah, so this song was written a few months ago. I wanted to do something that represents what we're feeling now, because we are hungry for partying. You know what I mean? We are hungry to perform on stage, DJ in a fete. You know what I mean? Go on lime, drink
So
something.
you held it back on purpose. You waited for.
Well, I already told person that I was going to release music, but little hiccups getting into the studio, and we waited for certain things to because there was an issue in the studio, so we waited for that to be rectified and so on. So I got to record it a couple weeks ago. We added a few more live guitars, brought in Azaria to do some support vocals, just to make sure that this song's appealing. It gives off what we are trying to represent. The original
But
producer.
You realize, right? Your track, listening to the track, if you really listen to it, it has Shady Gwen dropped the old song on me for this, huh? It has that old school vibe to it. The fact that you can hear the instruments in it.
The live song.
Yes, I love that live song quality about it.
Yeah, I mean, you want because one of the things I don't always say, and personally that's vexing me when I say it, I just say, Vincent Shans, we love musical stuff just when it's in from Vincent Shans.
Like I said, sad but true.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But I always strive to do music, like I said, that is melodious and stuff like that, so we could song like the Trinidadians, as they say.
Oh, yeah.
You understand me? Even though we've been doing this for years, you know what I mean, with bands like Touch and Scorpion and Bowman and all these people. Yeah, but
Trinidadians would beg to differ, trust me.
No, but the thing is, we've been doing sweet music for a very long time.
Yes, definitely.
Songs like Sexy and Irie and Kiss and Makeup, you know what I mean? From Touch. You know what I mean? We now start to do this Scorpion and Bowman in the early 2000s.
Don't go on touching it. Shady Gwen say, when you bring those as examples, he say,
we also dominate the power soca because we have that energy and that aggressiveness. You understand
we have the performance. We have that the performance that.
Yeah, but we also have the ability to be soothing and sensual as well, and sexual. You understand me? We have that in us as well. So we have to be diverse in the music that we put forward. You know, so
Definitely.
Chiwali is doing his part
Uh-huh.
to assist in, you know, bringing a little sweetness, a little sugar. You understand? A little vibe, a little action. You know, occasionally you get a little rum.
Okay. You know, I want you to bring a little sweetness, a little sugar on one of your tracks. Anyone you want to sing on. But tell me about mass debating.
Mass debating. How did that come about?
Yeah,
boy?
please tell us.
Um,
Because when I first heard it, I asked Shady right before he played the track, right? I said, what's the name of the song? And I swore I heard him say mass debating. And I asked him back. He said mass debating.
Mass debating is actually an idea that came from Lester himself, right? You know, at times I would go up to his office, you know, we would talk music and, you know, speak about what we want to do, how we want to go forward, and, you know, exchange ideas and stuff. And he was telling me he had an idea for a song. And he said, boy, catch me good at Wicked. So I said, all right, cool, but I come up in the studio and I could check it out. So this song was actually for last year.
Uh-huh.
He sent me the demo. He sent me like the chorus, mass debating, and he said, well, you know, you finish it up, so I, you know, touch up the voices and add some stuff to the chorus and the pre-chorus and that sort of thing.
What is mass debating? You debating
Mass,
what?
we debating mass.
Like what we going to like
Because-
costumes.
Because every
shows.
year there's a little quarrel about who are the best band, or which costumes the band should bring, whether it's fancy mass or traditional mass.
Okay.
Who had the best band from the road, the best road experience, and who are the most expensive costumes, and who have to go and take loan for play mass and kind of bacchanal. Let's go. So there's plenty mass debating, and right now we have a Vinci mass, so it's be mass debating right now. You could only debate it right now, so.
So y'all heard that it's mass debating. It
Mass,
has nothing
yeah.
to do with wrist action. Just
No,
let's put that out there.
risk action is involved in mass, you know. You know, when you're running the glue gun and, you know, I would know because I'm a mass builder as well.
Man, wow! I didn't know that about you.
I've
I
been
didn't
playing
know that
I've been
about
playing mass since 93,
you. Okay.
1993.
I know you're heavily involved in carnival with
Yeah,
your singing and steel
Every
band.
component.
I didn't.
I play king,
actually-
right now I play King of the Bands now for Nelson Block.
I'm sure you're missing. What are you missing most right now? There's no carnival. You have all this energy. You have your music. What are you really? If you
Well-
could have one show next week, what would it be? Just
No,
one.
if I could have one thing, it would be Carnival Tuesday.
For real.
Carnival Tuesday.
That's
Carnival-
basically just costumes going up and down and
No,
going around
see,
park and
see, but for me it's different because I could still remember being a child in the CDC stand and Nelson Block was about to cross the stage, and I told my mom I want to play mass next year. And in 1993, that's when I started, and I've been playing mass ever since then.
wow. I would
So-
have thought it would have had something to do with performing, but I guess not. So
no,
this
you
is
see,
a surprise.
performing. I performing Saturday in the virtual Soca Monarch.
Okay.
And the Calypso Monarch. So I'm going to be performing. You know, I could always go on live and do a performance for
Okay,
persons.
so you're not hungry for that because
I'm going
that you
to-
can do virtually.
I'm going to perform here just now. You understand me? But you see, Carnival Tuesday, I mean, even after a long season, you don't do all the performing, you don't spend thousands of dollars to try and win Soca Monarch, and you know what I mean, you're feeling a bit down if you lose. You see, Carnival Tuesday has a way of making you forget a lot of the stress, and you just, for those few hours, you just party yourself and you let go, you drink all day, you know, you dance for somebody. Carnival Tuesday, boy.
I hear you. It's all about the participation for you.
Yeah.
You know, being on the floor with the people, you know, just being
real.
part of it. All right, so it's not about the rum, it's not about the performance.
Well, I like involvement, you know what I mean? Because Carnival Tuesday is nothing without a little strong rum, very strong rum.
Nice.
You know, it's about hours had the rum punch, so.
All right, y'all. Real quick, Shady dropped something because I want to hear exactly what he have plenty of. He said he have plenty talent, plenty humility, guys. Live from Chiwali.
What's trouble in town? Everybody quarreling. Which band is the best band? That's a new topic that's trending. My band is the best band. All the hot girls registering. Well, I have the top band. My designers come from foreign. Which band are the best band? Traditional, modern. Food and liquor car done. Make you free up yourself, take a jump on someone. Which band are the best band? Traditional, modern. Girl and liquor. Jill, this is your part, eh? This is your part. When them mass debating, them.
Master.
Yes, virtual Calypso Soul coming out this Sunday. I'll be performing number 7.
7 is a lucky number, you know.
Of course, I performing last, so I come in first. Watch it. Na 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 day. Hey hey. Chiwali again. What's trouble in town? Everybody quarreling. Which band is the best band? That's a new topic that's trending. My band is the best band. All the hot girls registering. Well, I have the top band. My designers come from foreign. Which band are the best band? Traditional, modern. Food and liquor garden. Make it free up yourself, take a jump on someone. Which band are the best band? Traditional. Girl and liquor garden. It's big confusion. When them mass debating, them mass debating, yes them mass debating, debating over Vinci mass them. Yeah, plenty mass debating. Let's go on when rain come into it. Check, 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 check.
I believe you. I believe you.
I've been by the master last night. It been raining plenty. You don't know what happened.
You know, around carnival time, you know, it starts raining every carnival Tuesday. You can bet for sure it rains. Every carnival Tuesday.
It's better when it wet.
We're going to make a mark. We'll be right back. All right, Joe Wally said he ready for humping, guys. Remember we're inside your lunchtime pump out by the folks at the NLA. He's telling you all that's gonna happen when we get the all clear and we're back out. All right, this is exactly what's gonna happen. He's gonna bring out the alcohol, you know, start some humping, put on the music, and it's trouble.
Plenty ladies. Plenty ladies.
I thought you were humble. I thought you were humble.
No, that's what I want to see, you know, in the party. Nobody want to party in that plenty woman.
Listen, what is the worst thing? One of the worst things when you go to a session and it's a whole heap of man you have watch. It's like 4 women in there. Isn't that the worst thing? Or that is not the worst thing for you?
That is the worst thing for a man, but for you, you're good. You know, man, you should be happy.
I was asking you.
Well,
but
see,
honestly.
I take it and I just carry, you know, sand to the beach. You know, I'm taken, so I have no problem. If
I haven't heard that terminology in a long time.
My,
how come you ain't dropping now you're old? That's because you're old. Is that because it's Chuali?
I have no problem if there are only 5 ladies in the dance because one of those are mine.
Yours.
So I'm good.
You have plenty. All right, good. Now, I want to ask you a real serious question that I tend to ask people in the music industry. What are one of your biggest hurdles? Either is or were. I don't know if you have any yet, you've encountered any yet, or you've had it already in the music industry here in St. Vincent. One of your biggest hurdles.
Well, one of the biggest hurdles that affected me and very early was visas. That really held me back a bit. You know, promoters calling me in the States and Canada, and I can't go because visa applications keep getting denied. So that is still one of my biggest hurdles.
And you think it's the same for other artists out there?
I would like to believe so, you know, because
and DJs
as well. Well, entertainers, persons in the entertainment, you know, sector. So traveling.
Well, Shady, you should have done organize that.
Yeah, but I applied already. Yeah, even my brother.
You ain't giving yourself a thing. They have to decide whether or not to give you.
I know.
Even my brother, Matt Skull, he was denied plenty times.
I remember this one time I went.
You get letter from CDC, I get signed
and nothing.
by Ralph and still denied.
Like, as a matter of fact, I had those letters in my hand. They didn't take them from me. I had multiple bank statements, job letters from CDC.
Is it just a luck and chance? To me, I believe it's just luck and chance.
I had a visa before too.
Okay.
I could do something up there.
And it's funny, I got denied my Canadian visa and then applied for my daughter.
And she got through.
And she got hers.
Oh yeah.
my daughter was like probably 4 at the time.
Maybe that's it. Maybe
it's just my bad luck.
Maybe it's a you're too old kind of thing, like Shady would say.
Jill, I'm very young, you know.
I know that, but that is our talk inside the shade room now, huh?
I'm very
That
young.
is our talk.
Stop with us all like that, man.
All right, tell us about, you said you're going to be performing.
Yes, this Saturday it's all about the virtual soca monarch and calypso monarch. I'll be in the raga soca category and the calypso category. The soca category is this Saturday, the 4th, July 4th, and the calypso competition is July 5th.
Who's your biggest competition right now?
In my biggest competition,
Yes, right now.
I don't do that. I don't single out anyone because
So there's now one person that in this whole virtual soca thing that you should say,
No, I
shoot,
wanna
that song
beat-
real
no.
good, and
I have to beat everyone because
We know that.
I might single out someone and beat them and came third and they came fourth. I still lost. You know.
so you don't have
was
this
my goal
one
achieved?
person.
No,
You
no.
don't have this one
That-
person that you're worried about. Like, you know what?
I mean, in every competition they'll probably have persons who have good songs, but I don't think about that. Honestly, I just try to make sure that my performance is a performance that is going to be extremely difficult to beat. That is what I set out to do. I set out to win and beat everyone. There are 7 persons in it. Well, I think there's a duo, so there's 8. So I plan to beat all of them,
Okay.
all in
Real
both
quick,
categories.
right? Soca Chronicles. It's you literally putting out facts about carnival
Yeah.
or soca. Is it about carnival in general, carnival history,
it's
or
about-
soca history?
It's about raga soca history. Raga soca history with entertainment.
And you source these from the artists, or you get it from CDC, or just by memory.
Some of the information I would have retained. Some information from CDC, the artists themselves, persons like Sydney Hall, persons who would have been in the art form and have their own little archives. So information is out there. You just have to source it and go and get it. So you go to Culture, you go to CDC, you go to person like Sydney Hall, Hugh Raggy. They have information. You just gotta.
And your reason for putting this forward, Soca Chronicles, for not the show, the Soca Chronicles itself, the information itself, is that to enlighten Vincentian about the culture, the
yeah.
carnival culture, just
What we need to persons need to know what we have. You understand me? We need to know what is our culture, what we have contributed, so that we could have a sense of pride. You know what I mean? We have to be a proud people, and I think that is one of the things that separates Trinidad and Jamaica and Barbados from Vincentians. They are very proud people.
definitely,
You
that is
understand me?
true.
So
that is true.
we are just as talented as them. We just don't believe in ourselves as much. So they do that, we do that, and I always say, in soca currently, we have the biggest artists, songwriters, and producers currently.
You're not the first person I heard say
The
that.
Trinidadians, they are coming to Vincentians
to write for them.
to get not just to write for them, but to get the sound. You listen to Carry On. It wasn't just written by Problem Child. It was also produced by Parry Vincentian. You understand me? So
And that is why we should not be afraid to ask for more.
Exactly.
That is why when it comes to performing, you have a performance to do, you know your worth, so ask for more.
well, most persons don't know how Chiwali stop already. When I don't pay for my music, you understand me? If you don't pay me my correct fee, I will stay home.
You would do. You see what it's like that would do.
Yeah, I would. No, I know my. Listen. I just tell a person I don't like to brag. You understand me? But I am a raga soca monarch winner. You understand me? I am one of the better entertainers in the country. I prove that because every year you have to earn your spot in the finals. It's not just sending in your song. So I have to go to the semi-finals like everybody. You understand me? And I make the final 10 in the raga soca category every year. I've also made the power soca category before, doing my second semi-final. So I made the finals of power soca one year also, and I'm also a calypso, and I've made 3 consecutive calypso semi-finals, and that is very difficult to do.
Okay. I hear you.
So, I mean, yeah. A lot of people might underrate Chiwali, but I know what I bring to the stage, what I bring to the table, the kind of music I have, the talent I have, and the team around me. So I don't like to undervalue my thing.
That's good.
If you're not willing to come up to where I am, then I'll relax home.
I hear you. Now let's go forward real quick. We're going into the future. Where do you see Carnival? COVID-19 has been here for what? 4 or 5 months?
Yeah, I mean,
So where do you see Carnival? Where do you see yourself next year, Carnival? Do you think, had COVID-19 not happened, where would you be at this point right now?
today is Wednesday.
Yes, it's Wednesday, the first.
Okay, so I would have been trying to get my performance ready for Saturday, because naturally Saturday would have been Soca Monarch. So this will usually be a very hectic week. A lot of money spending, a lot of up and down, a lot of calls. You know, I probably would have just, if I was playing Pan, I would have went to the Panyard tonight, or an event, whatever event they would have had tonight, Wednesday, with Dirty Sexy Circle and Bonwalk and that sort of stuff. So, but during the day, I would have been trying to ensure that my performance
It's good.
is ready,
It's
because I go to all dance rehearsals and everything too.
Okay. Real quick, I'm trying to get in all my questions, and I got a few to ask.
But one of the things, let me just say this one thing before I forget. One of the things that is very important to the music as well, and to us entertainers being appreciated, is radio
Station.
play. No,
Talk on that.
I listen to Boom.
Come brave.
I listen to Boom a lot.
Uh-huh.
And there's one particular song I hear a lot on Boom. Once a train reaching the fetters,
Nice.
we are Vincent
Blame
Chance.
Shady.
You understand me? I ain't blaming Shady, because it has be on every
But you're on Boom. You came on Boom. You said, did he say especially on Boom?
No,
on Boom?
I listen to Boom.
Yes. So,
I listen to Boom.
listen.
My radio is on Boom right now in my bar, and I just be texting in and so
Okay.
on.
Yeah, I
so
know. Tell
I
me.
engage the radio station.
What is it with that
and
song?
nothing is wrong with the song. You understand me? But we are Vincent Chance, and that song is being played more than every Vincent Chance. It's probably the most played soca here. And that is one of the issues we have. Our music,
But it is produced by Vincent John.
that is besides the point.
It is produced by Vincent John.
When it is, but it says once a Vince reach, it's once a Trini reach. And you can't tell me you have ever been to Trinidad and Tobago and hear this island is mine beating on Trinidad and Tobago radio station like that. It would not happen. You understand me? That's where patriotism comes in. You understand me? Yes, it's a nice song. Play it, nothing wrong with that. But should it be outplaying all of our music? That is where the issue comes, and that is why the public would always view the Trinidadian. Hold on. Let me articulate my point. You understand me? Wait your turn. So, you understand me? I'm on the floor. That is why the general public will always view the Trinidadian and the Jamaican, because dancehall is the most played genre in St. Vincent and the Grenadines as well. Right? And yet, I can't say for sure that every day I could hear one Vincent and dancehall song. At least one. I can't say for sure every day that I could hear one Vincent and dancehall song.
Okay.
And dancehall is played at least 70% of the time on radio.
Well, I think I can speak and say,
And that is a general thing across all radio stations.
I can speak factually and say, because I don't get to listen to everybody, all the different shifts on Boom, but inside the Shade Room, we're known to be very versatile.
Plenty
all right?
there, promoter.
And we tend to push
Shady.
our local artists.
You don't know
we
me
do.
already. When I ain't
But
saying,
your song does play every day.
No, it's not about Chiwali. You understand
He's
me?
just showing you. He's just using that as an example.
My concern, my song didn't get playing. You understand me? Relatively, you know.
Right.
But
Ali songs does get played.
But my thing is, I can't come and speak on behalf of Chiwali.
You have to speak for everybody.
I have to speak on behalf of everyone. Everyone, especially this year when we had the carnival, the artists them, they can't perform, they can't make any money. But when we do a song, the producer is gonna get paid. The guy who engineered the track is gonna get paid. The artist right now we can't do anything. You understand me? Some DJs are still gainfully employed. Some DJs would go on social media and do a GoFundMe or Cash App me or whatever, playing people's song that you ain't gonna pay royalties for. You see what I'm saying? You understand me? So
Isn't that something as artists you all should come together and advocate for, though?
there are institutions for that are in place, but That's a whole nother conversation
Yeah.
altogether because there is echo and there is amp and all these things. But we other people, we need to start pushing our music more so that the Vincentians could say, boy, I truly appreciate our music. So that when showtime comes, you understand me? And the promoter decide, boy, and our local cast, what might be cheaper for him? You understand me? People could say, yeah, boy, Chiwali nice, the L-Punk nice, the Hans nice, the Datsy, the Casper, the Ozari. You know, we could push a show by ourselves. We don't necessarily need to have a foreign act in every single show. However, and this is how the music does go. Eh? When Carnival done in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, here comes the influx of the dance, all the hip hop, and Trinidad Carnival really starts in September. It launches in September.
Is that an advantage it has over us? You think so?
Here's how the advantage is going to come. October, November, December, they start to release music up to January, right? So for those 5 months, September going to February, a lot of Trinidad music until we start to release close to Easter. When we start releasing, and for our carnival, the Trinidad music still playing heavily, right? So when they really check out a 12-month period, Trinidad music is played more than the Vincentian music. So if you keep knocking it in the head, knocking it, naturally, I'm gonna say, well, you're the better than we, because that is what you're representing. Now, for all the DJs who keep playing, rinsing down all the dancehall and all the Trinidad music, I hope when Trinidad Carnival comes, Trinidadian promoters calling you for bookings. And I hope when the dancehall are playing 70% of the time, Jamaicans say, oh, come for Summer Splash and all these things. Because y'all have to pay them for the jobs that y'all has won from local entertainers for free. And when we ain't give y'all, we ain't playing we. These are the kind of treatment we get in. And that is why the music industry can't go forward, because artists and DJs not going to find themselves in, I ain't saying all, but a lot of artists and DJs find themselves in conflict. Well, you ain't give me a job, so I ain't playing music well. Me never give you no job again.
If the music that being played by DJs is what the people want to hear.
No. The people, if all the radio stations decide we were going to play 40% local music every day, what people going to do? Stop listening to radio?
Yeah, but you have to remember, Chiwali, that the DJs, when they play on a radio station, they work under management, basically.
So the management decided that you should play 70% dancehall, 20% training music, and 10% local?
Most radio stations have a program manager. You understand? And I don't think it's a blame this. I think everybody, all the artists, they have to get they're too segregated. Everybody is about themselves, pushing themselves. If y'all would come together.
But Jill, listen to what I'm saying.
Organize yourselves.
Jill, listen to what I'm saying. Who dancehall artists came together from Jamaica, came to St. Vincent and say, hey, play 70% dancehall? None. So it should be the same thing. We don't need to come together and tell y'all, hey, play with music. No, that should be, you should just say, yo, I have Vincentian and I want to push local music. That should just be second nature.
What I'm saying on that front, right? Yeah. I believe if the artists come together, because y'all segregated and you're not treating this as a business, I've always come back to that.
Saying that, Jill.
Nobody's gonna take you seriously.
No, stop saying we ain't treating it like a business.
But you need people to take you seriously. That's what I'm saying.
Stop saying we ain't treating it. Listen to me, Jill. When I wanted to something I wanted to do, I wanted to open a bank account. I can't go by the bank and say, hey, I'm an entertainer. No, I have to get a lawyer to say that for me. So in St. Vincent, being a full-time musician isn't even seen as a job. I had to go and because I wanted to avoid paying a lawyer. I had to go and get all kind of different people for write a letter.
Why is that though? Is it because there's no organization? Is that it? Why do you think that is, that you have to go to a lawyer because you're not recognized as an entertainer?
Well, there's something that
maybe that is it. Maybe again you need to form an organization.
There's something that I asked the banking institution. I just found it strange that I was like, yo, I didn't even know my bank account wasn't even active, because when I get paychecks, it's the same bank I go in with my name and say, yo, I clear checks, say, whole year.
Yeah, that's another
So I did a
conversation altogether.
But the main thing is, we need to play more local music.
All right, y'all heard.
More
You guys
local
heard
music
Chiwali.
on all the airwaves. The booms. I could call the other radio station in the extremely hot.
Okay, so just in the other radio
Yeah,
stations.
all of
just in
them.
the other radio stations.
Play more local music. Local dancehall too. And when you're playing gospel on a Sunday, it have local gospel singers. Azaria, it have Stacy. You understand? It have local gospel singers who are very talented.
So Chiwali's advocating for more
Yes,
local
more local
artists
things.
on the
Plenty.
radio station.
Plenty. Plenty local music. Respect the local entertainers.
All right, guys, so we got to wrap up. I think Shady can answer you off air. Shady, like you have plenty to say. Huh?
Man, Shady when those go
But
home.
it's not Shady time. It's
Shady when us go home, go market now. Buy some groceries to the latest eat and he snaps. We know we cooking tonight.
Curry chicken and dumpling.
all right, guys. So Chiwali, want to thank you for coming.
Yeah, man,
and
always a pleasure.
All the best in your competition.
Yeah, this Saturday. So everybody log in to STV Online this Saturday. I'll be performing second. It was originally third, but someone dropped out. So I'll now shift up to second. So log in early, support Chiwali. Stay, check my social media pages at Chiwali_Ramis to see how you can vote for me and all these things, and how you can support the artists. Thank you very much for having me, Boom 169.
You are so welcome.
And by the way, if you notice in the second verse of Plenty, when I said Touch Road, I was talking about Touch Road
on Boom.
On Boom. So you kind of forward again, I'm a local thing.
So we getting with free jobs before you go?
Huh? You who?
We getting with free jobs before you go?
I could do that. I could do that another day. I was running me bar, you know. I left the young lady there by herself for a while, so I want to make sure.
Thank you for coming.
Business good.
Thank you for coming through. And we'll definitely take everything you said into consideration.
Yes,
and of
tell
course, you
Bing
know,
and
management is
Mario.
listening.
And I forget what the lady name. You want more local music booming down. And Galaxy too.
Tweez.
What did it be Burgundy there?
It's Tweez and Mario.
I don't know what's going on. It wasn't even planned. It wasn't planned.
Nah, this thing. I could tell me I don't wear burgundy too. It's one of my favorite colors. I could wear burgundy.
All right, y'all. So this is where we close down
Come in Vinci colors.
the Shade Room. Coming up next, we have District 106 with the man Galaxy by Far and his DJ Ice Cole.